Welcome back everyone to the Hello World Guide. This is another episode of the Raycasting series, and in this video we are going to implement collision detection for dynamically moving objects. In other words, we are going to learn how to update our own block map as an object moves in order to make sure that the collision is always correct even if an object is moving. So to start everything, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by opening up player.h. Now the thing is that since we are going to update the block map in the move function, that means that the move function of the thing class and also any other function that calls that function needs to take a map reference instead of a const map reference like we were taking earlier. So player now in the update function, as you can see, it takes a reference to a map instead of just a constant map, and here it also has a modifiable map, not a constant map. And similarly in game.h, now we require, game.h did have a constant map, so if I open up game.cpp, we have got a couple of different things here. So you can see that this function thinker now also has a modifiable map. And if I open up thing.h, what you can see is that we have basically changed the whole thing so that the thinker now takes a modifiable map, the function thinker also a modifiable map, and another thing is that as you can see, we have got for like thing, we have got we have got modifiable map for move, and we have got another function here called set block map. This is a new function and it also takes in a modifiable map reference. And you can see that the thing now contains a set of tuples, std tuples with int and 2int basically. And the reason we use this here is instead of like a vector to I is because tuples automatically have got like less than operator implementation, while vector 2i doesn't, so this is a much better way. And you can see that we have got all of the other things here. So we have got this set here, and we'll use this to store basically all of the coordinates of the block map in which this thing is already present, and then we are gonna basically update the block map accordingly. So now let's go under thing.cpp. You can see that we have got this set block map function, and at the end of the move function we basically call this set block map function to update the block map. And in game.cpp, when initially setting everything, we just use the set block map function instead of our earlier approach. We just use the set block map function instead of doing the stuff manually. And yeah, that's pretty much all of the thing here. So now let's go ahead and identify this very important function, the most important function of this thing, which is the setup block map function. Now it starts very simple. We have got a half size, a start and end, just like we had earlier, and we create a set of integer coordinates. And instead of inserting it into the block map directly, we insert that into this coords set here, and this basically gives us the set of coordinates that the block map is of the block map that the thing is present in now. And the stored value in the actual class member, the block map coordinates of the class, that gives us those that the thing was before it moved. So what we do is, you can see that we have got two other sets here. Now the only reason we have got these is because it's actually fairly simple. It is that our block map might already have the thing present in some of the elements, and it might have like for example, in some block map cells there is a thing present, it moves. Now it's not present in one of those cells, but it is present in some other cells. So we only need to remove it from that cell along with adding it to the new cell. So what we do is, this is like our new version of the coordinates that we are in now, while the block map codes is the old version. So we basically go ahead and create two new sets and use std set difference. And this set difference basically calculates the difference of two sets. We give it the start and an iterator, and then we use std inserter to give it the result, resultant set. And the reason we do this is because all of the coordinates that were in the previous block map coordinates but are not in the new one, that give now the to remove set consists of those, and that means that these are supposed to be removed. While this one to insert, which basically is opposite, it's the current all of the elements in the current coordinates that were not present in the block map coordinates. So if there were elements in the current coordinates that were present in the block map coordinates, that means they are already in the block map and we don't need to change that. And what we do is we just basically invert our set difference here. And then for the to remove, we just loop over that and remove from map.remove from block map that cell. And then for the to insert, we just insert that in the block map. And then finally we set our stored class member block map coordinates to these coordinates so that they are correct for the next time this function is called. And now let me go ahead and open up map.h, and you can see we have basically got a remove from block map function here, and all that does, as you can see, is just fairly simple, not clear. Let me open up map.cpp. You can see all that does is that it basically checks it if it is within range, and if it is, it causes arrays. And yeah, that's pretty much all. And you can see that this is pretty much all we need to do to implement dynamic collisions. So if I go here and I press the tilde key to switch it into game mode, you can see I can go ahead and stand in front of this, and you can see that it now stops moving, and it cannot move because I am blocking its path. And I cannot move in its direction either because well, of course I can't. And if I actually move out of the way, you can see it's going there, and I can go and try to move there. You can see it's doing the collision here perfectly. So yeah, as you can see that this is actually working correctly. And yeah, that's all pretty awesome. So yeah, this is pretty much all we need to do to implement dynamic collision in this in our game here. And I'll see you in the next video, in which we are going to try to stop it because currently all of the sprites are hard coded. So we're going to change it so that we can have the sprites, we can set them in the editor, move them around, and then load them from the map. So we'll have to revisit our map structure as well. That's going to be pretty awesome, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to like and subscribe as well, and I'll see you in the next one, and share this video with other people as well. And bye.